take away T1's map pick, which would be very interesting. As they also mentioned, you know, these agent setups are wildly different. Even RRQs from the last time they played, but also from currently what T1 are playing with the double duelist.
Right.
It's going to be very interesting. As now Ban is going
RRQ on defense, T1 on attack. We got no frenzies against 3 frenzies.
Looks like it's going to be a push into A. We'll see.
Looks like it's going to be fast. We got 3 smokes.
Flip and EJ here on the receiving end of this. It's going to be a slow creep though, up into A.
We got a stim pack. Oh boy.
Bot goes out and ping pongs through there. They are going to get that intel. EJ is ready. He whips around and gets that first kill. Paint shells come out to push them back. Bond takes EJ out.
Flip side them. Might not expect it with the damage that went down here.
Flipsider also here. They finally take it
Honestly,
out.
kind of impressed that T1 got the trades. Their main push was everything.
They can set up some really nice smokes here in the doorways to try to secure this one, but pushing
wow,
out.
that was fast. All 3 of them grouped together. 2 here, 1 heaven. And just insta push out real fast there. That was nice.
And this is really exciting now for RRQ because they've had rough starts.
Frenzies on top.
Sides there on Haven, so this is really good to see them actually pulling it together.
See how they make this work. Raise in this position, very nice. You can throw down the paint shells. We got to see the end of that.
Yeah, we saw nothing in between. So round 2 comes on.
Yeah, we do have Elmimore. He's going to hold on to the ghost here. Saw a lot of teams last week not really doing
Cross map knife hits 2, I'm pretty sure.
Elmimore going to hold on to it. A lot of
this is a heavy shutdown early of A main. There's 3 people here right at the beginning with a stun, and they had a cross map knife as well. Uh-oh. That's an important kill. That was so doable.
Now out. Kind of a strained T1 trying to make any headway here. We do have a wraparound here. They're going to be pushing from the attacker spawn, but
yeah, they want to go back because he's cleared all A site, but they must know there's a push here.
Zephyro, beautifully done. Carpe and Zeta gone. The spike now down, and that left just
okay, nicely done. All they lost was the ghost at the beginning. So
lead here for RRQ.
This can be a rifle as well, so they can have 3 rifles into this one. We'll keep an eye on this. T1 are going to fall by. Bucky, Judge. Okay. Alright.
Now Elmimore, remember he had a ghost in the last
got the Judge on this one, going to be going heaven.
Not really going for full buys.
Has a lot of stuff to play around, might not even have to go heaven, we'll see.
Holding from the last round and see if they can take this bonus.
This is nice from T1. They get hit by the knife fast, like that one round, and now they're just looking for it instantly. Nilzinho, what's up? You're a little weird guy, man. What's going on here? Stop typing that stuff.
They may be on the receiving end of the snipe. Carpe, though, blinded, forced down.
Damn, dude. I mean, the flash is great. But yeah, he really thought he was around the corner.
They're like, oh, what happened here? We're going to rotate back into A. They also have Bond coming in from Dish.
My chat is so PG. Mate, you should be happy that my chat's PG. Because when your team's playing shit, you don't get flamed as much.
Shot there. Saya player getting that kill. They haven't opened up A just yet. But they're starting to. EJ's the last one left. They can try to hold his paint shells. Oh, no. Gonna come back. And in that switch, David takes him out.
Yeah, rough spot for EJ.
Jesus.
Gonna post it up underneath there. But a little bit of hesitation, and he gets caught out.
That's actually true. That's actually mad true.
Oh! Okay, hold on. This could go either way. Looking too late.
Okay, good damage done.
T1 takes that win and begins to balance things out.
Mean in the morning. Yeah, I had to.
Able to take 3 of the rifles out of their hands.
I had to go in for nil.
Make this a bit interesting. Really came down to Saya players' great entries here. He holds at ropes, gets the second guy who peeks, and does a great job even though he's essentially...
The thing is, I know the nil would be... Nil will be the same as like I was. You're relatively nice to everyone else, but your own team, you're a bit of a savage too, so... I know he can handle it.
Spike this time way up north. Looks like it's going to be...
Okay, they did so much damage, this becomes a massive swing round. Everyone with circle on can't buy next. I mean, it's literally everyone.
they're not getting any intel, which is
3
probably
on
going to
him.
make them a little bit more alert over here on the B side. They're going to pull back into tunnel.
It's a strong nade to heaven. No
Judges
judges in this round.
Oh, there's going to be a push up in here.
Shorty though.
Yeah, and he's got a shorty. I mean, this is a pretty nice setup for RRQ, but he's
Oi.
forced out by the aftershock. Now
Damn, we've got an extra one in heaven here. It's kind of nuts. 3 on 3. Do they expect the push? Yes, they do. Now turret spots them. They don't have too much map control. They don't have any map control, so they decide to go walk and get some map control. Yeah, they're using ult over towards spawn. Makes a lot of sense. They had to get some map control. Now it's
only one to actually sit on the spike here. Zeta's waiting, and the gun barrel is actually sticking out of the corner. He's a little bit too far forward there, making at least the first part of that easy. EJ's drop flip takes.
Oh my god, how did you not get that kill? Ah, Munchkin wins this 1 on 2. It's the same old story. They're just winning all the clutch runs. Hopefully we get a replay on the 1 on 2. It felt like whoever this was probably should have got this kill.
Still early on, but that was pretty incredible. I mean,
This is at least it's the second 1v2 that I saw him win. Can't
Obviously,
remember if he's got any more.
Not actually defuse it, but take a look. The timing, as he goes for the tap, Munchkin just pushes out.
Striff, I know it's not going to be important.
1v2 and gets a second round for T1 as we are very close already in this second map.
Yeah, it's been really fun so far here. RRQ, though, going to be having a very tough
Holy
round.
hell.
Man takes 2 out immediately.
They're playing with some confidence today.
I mean, the push is not going to stop. Flip, unable to stop this pressure here at A long. The rest of RRQ going to be scrambling to try to come in here, maybe get a pick, but probably unlikely here as T1 has them massively outgunned.
Yeah. Bunch of members that already pushed in. Flipsider goes for the peek with the flash. MM at least able to pick up 1 with the Sheriff. Obviously, the firepower not quite there. Saya player going to pick up that last guy. Plans comes in for T1. They are beginning to stabilize just a bit from here. Saya player still only holding on to the Stinger, but he does have enough money if he wants to upgrade. There he goes.
Yeah, great round there. Again, we kind of expect RRQ to come in with something, or whatever they can, but obviously it's a very difficult round. They were starved out. And, you know, every once in a while we have this in the back and forth at the start of the game. Where,
Picked up a Stinger then.
Pretty good in pistol rounds, and when there really isn't that much to work
I
with
missed
as far
that.
as utility, and then the further along it goes, the better. You know, the team that can have more tools and weapons at their disposal start to have, and I think we're starting to see that a little bit here with T1. Another close round here as we go into round 6. This time the spike appears to be pointed towards B.
Sure, go for the donuts, man.
They're gonna go for this push second time. More members just straight up coming through, but
Okay, another big buy run. Money again. Super low. They're close to a lot of ults. Everyone's going to be using their ult into this round to see. Raze ult cancelled out by the K ult. Everyone on site, it's a straight up retake. We do have breach ult. Do we see the Brim ult to stop them coming out?
Breach ult comes through. They're able to push on through. Iman gets the first one. As Carpe's holding it down, though.
Yeah, he's clutching this. Flip and Zepro left over here. Well, now just Flip. And then
Carpe did good.
They are streaking.
I thought he was going to use it a little bit earlier to stop the hit, but he actually wanted them to get out and then did it to force them into his crosshair. Pretty nice.
Got that pistol and the second one, of course, but T1 since then have been on a roll. As I really want to see how they got this.
Damn,
dude.
dude.
He's just hanging out on the site,
Yeah, he's just chilling.
Stimmed up. Oh, there it was. Picking off 1 by 1. Very simple from him.
Well, we've seen the rounds that it looked like, at least weapon-wise, RRQ maybe could come back and win. They failed so far. And so Ewok says, pull the brakes.
Yeah.
We got to figure out what we're doing wrong. And I'm a little bit worried right now.
Yeah, I mean, it literally is going to be that.
It's an unusual ebb and flow for the early part of the first half here. You win the first 2 rounds, and then you lose the next 4?
Yeah, it's definitely an issue. I think especially after they lost the first map, RRQ's mental state is not really going to be in an amazing spot, to say the least. So, you know, you start off strong, but immediately get kind of stomped out from there. Especially that last round, right? It was
right. Are they actually going to be more proactive?
People, I think, left alive at the end of it. They had a push into B that was very strong. Even with multiple ultimates being used by RRQ, they're not able to reach
Copy's
the
improved
site.
significantly since lock-in.
That's got to get you worried as a coach.
Was it him that was looking good, or was it Ban that was looking good at
And
lock-in?
they're really going to have to pull something together. Interesting they go for the timeout here when it's essentially an eco round for the side of RRQ.
I can't remember if one of them was looking really good.
Really fun creative strats executed here. Like, you know, a full stack on one side of the map.
I thought he was looking good at lock-in, was he not?
And T1 taking it slow here after that pause.
Okay.
Seeing if anything interesting is going to come out, any kind of rush from A. None of the sort. The Viper wall is set up over here at B, making this a little bit of a difficult angle to traverse if it goes up.
Alright, we're probably not going to see what the actual shift was until the full buy.
They're holding that angle. Amon is able to pick up one. It's going to be pretty nice with the Sheriff he had, but Scheider up here with the Stinger. Looking to just lock him down, picks up one. Actually, a pretty nice
honestly,
result for him given the situation.
He gets out here as well. This is kind of doable. This teammate's going to be here in time. Spike isn't down. It's an important duel. What is the reaction from these two on site now? Does Raze just duel them all? Yes. Wins all the duels. T1 are so confident right now with some of the stuff they're doing. And I can't really blame them. They're winning so many 3v5s that they honestly should be just super confident.
Well, it has to be, right? They took that timeout, they lose the eco as you should, and then go into a round where nothing really looks differently. I'd be worried.
Yeah, it's made a lot of sense though, considering the guns they had to just take the long-range duels.
Dude, he really wicked. The mouse is all the way to the
right. Now what do we got?
All the way to the left.
On defense, it's looking very similar to the pistol. This is different. The info. Yeah, they really wanted to just take this turret, and they honestly, they just one person swung this. I think there might have been a flash on top of this as well. So yeah, in reaction from that, the turret going down, we fast hit. We'll keep an eye and see how long the Killjoy decides to stay here and lay luck. It's a really good reaction from T1. It's a nice swing as well though. Razel, Killjoy can win the round still, but they are expecting it. Damn, Flips was all over this.
This is almost over. I don't think there's any way they can stop this defuse from coming forward
Yeah.
here.
There's nothing they can do now.
Are they going to try to force?
Showstopper comes out, the burn, does get the kill on the diffuser, but second kill comes in and it's already half diffused, so RRQ are able to get it, and they keep
nicely done from RRQ. They kind of forced the issue a little bit. I think Flipside just needs a massive shout out. This could have been a different round if he wasn't on top of that.
Yeah, I think it was a smart move there. RRQ basically gives them the site and then reorganizes and comes in here with the retake. It was an expensive retake, but it's also one of the best retakes I think we've seen from them so far in the series. And so this time around, we're going to wait and see where exactly T1 wants to take this game. Spike headed up over here to the north. No.
RRQ have looked nowhere near as good as last week now. We were sold something faulty.
Decides to push with the team over here, but
looking a little bit better since this timeout though. This has been getting everything. There's been the main change up that they've done. The flash over, the kill. Flash over. They shot the turret last round. T1 come in. They want to punish them. They don't want this turret to go down. They want the info. And yeah, didn't get the punish. Insta all goes down. We leave sight. In reaction, we have this push. But this was like pre-planned. So probably what they like to do against Killjoy. Oh, we have 4 people pushing here. Turret is going to spot them.
Most of them, by the way, now down in attacker spawn. There is Munchkin in a very forward position. And he does drop 1 and 2 and 3.
Oh my god, that's madness from him.
Munchkin, you can write it down. He's
They look kind of insane.
So sick. Great spray transfer there. And now it's just Elmi Moore.
There was a flash and everything. Like, it wasn't too bad from RRQ, but
he could try to force it, but he's not going to. Probably a better idea to just save it for another round in the future. Yeah, I was going to say there's no rationale for trying to come forward and retake this. Save the gun.
Yeah, their reactions are nice as well. He just had good timing with this as well. Knew that he could throw both mollies over towards the spike, and then just heavy focused on this. Smoke came down as well. Like, everyone from T1's doing their bit.
take a look at the replay from Munchkin and his position, they did not have that covered. And
so they get that one win, they reset the loss bonus, and then get the straight up loss there onto 1,900.
Yeah, they basically. I love the slow mo.
Damn, that was really impressive.
Very clean. So look, I don't think that was so much of a tactical or strategic error. It was just the failure for any of those players to get that pick. A trade out's fine, but when you drop 3, it's going to be too much.
That's where the majority of them were coming from. As another fast push from T1 on
Nah, they played
site.
Secret last week.
Very nicely defended so far by the side of RRQ. Paint Shell's getting huge value. As at least Zeta did pick up the kill on the EJ.
T1 tried to be maybe a bit too forceful here. They are going to push around through that door.
Whoa, okay, that
Getting
always.
the picks they need. There it is, the 7th win.
Surprised they went for the breach ult in that situation. Just
Nah,
because,
I think it was great.
You know, it's essentially an eco round from RRQ, but I guess after that initial pick came out from Xfero, they're like, well, let's just be safe.
Yeah, they got so many ults as well that it's like they might as well just put one ult into it. I mean, the ult was everything. I reckon they probably lose without that ult. Everyone was here.
Second timeout for RRQ.
That's right.
They're really struggling here, Tasteless.
Well, you know, there is an art to figuring out when you want to call for that timeout, right? It is kind of this other.
Do you want to just 5-person pushing? Yeah, that's kind of what their comp does, though.
When do we need to stop
when you have brims, you just know they're going fast. Put a double duelist in there as well. They're gonna go real fast.
Like T1, like identified. Oh yeah, they're waiting for us through door and just shoved anyways, and came through. And it does seem like once again it's sort of a failure. I know it sounds silly to say, but really just a failure of not being able to.
You're calling on Powers got better. What's the saying? Shall we go B?
We saw that in the last round. 3 RRQ players in a row sprayed down by 1. That's literally not how it's supposed to happen, right?
Yeah.
You're pushing in a group like that because there's no way they should have the bullets ready to take you all out at once. And so it does feel like the wheels are kind of coming off the bus here for RRQ.
Yeah, I would say at least Xfero's stinger accuracy has been good. But other than that, it's been there's not too much to talk about. At least they'll be able to get mostly a full buy this time around. They have 3 ultimates.
EJ looks really tame on this one. Dude, they're just...
I mean,
T1 are honestly
kind of
popping people when it comes to duels. Like the individuals are all over them.
Really utilize that ultimate ability.
Munchkin is in a world. He's in a world of pain, and he comes out and he's just fine. He manages to get to this. They decided to go for a crunch over towards the bottom, and he's dealt with everything. He's in a breach damage. He steps to the side, and he kills 2.
Well, Xfero, I mean, he's...
Oh no!
Oh.
Saw the elbow.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
this one is so done. They look out of it, and Munchkin is just farming them. It looks like just a diff, like it's just a straight up skill diff today.
He's being hunted.
And I'm not doubting how good RRQ can look, because obviously we saw last week, but T1 just making it look so
They have
easy.
so much money at this point that you might as well, and they might be able to, but he has really run pretty far away at this point.
I think they're just gonna not fight him.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
When teams have confidence as well,
Not gonna happen.
like this team, when they have
Last round
confidence,
might
looks
see an
scary.
R3 at this point.
They do some crazy stuff. Let's see this.
Like, so Munchkin's here again.
To be fair though, there is nothing.
Try to push heavily. Again, this
There
is
is
the
nothing
round
for
right
this.
after RRQ went for the timeout, right? They decide to push heavily out of the A main and try to catch someone in rotation. Maybe they're expecting a B push, which actually did happen. But Munchkin was there. He wins a 1v2.
Yeah, I wonder how much
And
they looked
sometimes it
into a
doesn't
lot
matter
of
what
the
your
utility
strategy
that goes
is
into
if
some of
you're
these
not
rounds.
gonna
But
be able to take fights like that. Like a lot of utility was used to try to take out Munchkin, and they still weren't able to take him.
Showstopper ready.
I mean, their own Viper wall just prevented them from getting the kills. They used the breach ult, but then their own Viper wall stopped
Picks
them.
up one. They're pretty low on the backside there, and Carpe, Saya player, and Munchkin. Oh, nice little alert from Xfero, but again, this guy can't do it alone. Yeah, more is taken out now.
Damn, this is crazy. This is mad.
B-site. Again, there's no real reason. All you can do is push at this point in time. There's nothing left to do. It would need to be such a miracle play. Actually pushing through this to try to maybe throw the
T1 had such an easy time on this. That round really just summed it up. We're using an ult and they're all saved because of your own Viper wall being up. I get that you're buying time for this,
Yeah, it's
but
pretty rough for them. I mean, T1
could have plucked him out of the sky.
Solidly, I would say this is, of course, their map pick. Looks like their pushes that they have prepped are going very smoothly. RRQ haven't really had big answers to them at many times. And once again, Munchkin is essentially
double controller on Fracture. It's been a thing for a while.
Like, any push that you guys have, I'm going to take that away. After timeouts, T1s are winning rounds that RRQ took the timeouts on. It's been pretty dominant.
Good improvement from T1, oh for sure.
Past, but it's definitely one of the more dominant 9-3s I've seen. As RRQ really have to get something going here on the attacker side. I mean, Fracture is one of those maps where maybe they've got a good strategy on the attacker side and it looks entirely differently. I would love to see it because this has been pretty one-sided so far.
2 wins in the first 2 rounds, and then it was hell from T1. T1 looked unstoppable. I think
yeah, it's definitely hard to get a gauge on some of this.
Again here from RRQ, there's just no way because right now on this map, T1 seems to be so confident, and a lot of failed peaks in groups from RRQ. I can't blame this on one player right now. I really feel like somewhere RRQ.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they're all off.
Not reacting fast enough.
Yeah, I mean, watching them last week when they were able to get the win and things were looking up and up for RRQ, it looked much better than this, you know, in terms of just their mechanics, purely able to hit those headshots. But you said it, Tasteless, like that one round where all that utility was used on Munchkin in a 2v1 and still they weren't able to take him out. That immediately brings up warning bells in my mind as Saya player teach me how to op. I'm sure it's not the first person to ask him about that. He's been pretty strong.
He has been clutching every duel. We now go into the second half. And it's one that has to be maybe the best performance from RRQ to date. Otherwise,
I've got no belief.
Quietly with a 2-0.
I'm tapped out. Let's see how easy T1 clean this up.
Well, this time the spike over here, up towards the top. RRQ. Oh! I can't believe that didn't connect. I was so ready for that shot to connect.
The baby operator not pulling through this time.
All right, EJ starts it. Going to be able to come into the B site. On the other side is Munchkin. He does get the boom bot, but it blows his position away. Gets 2. No, just 1. EJ continues
4 HP.
He is so low. Tarpe is flashed. He goes into the smoke. Lurking there, waiting for a pop out. They don't have the spike where they need it to be yet. The pushback here is looking very good. Zeta, beautifully done. Shot right off the zip line.
But Flipscheider able to pull 2 back, and Emin is able to clean it up.
That's all that had to happen. Had to lose some belief.
Second pistol round in this one. They're not able to get that plant. I was kind of surprised at how forcefully they were trying to make it through the tower, especially when there's a breach right there in your face, who made things so difficult. But they were able to get some of those earlier picks. EJ picks up 2. Flipscheider gets a couple here that are trying to push into arcade, and it ends up being good enough. And maybe that's a little bit of a boost that RRQ needs to come back in this match.
I would say so. But again, there's really almost no room for error here. So we go now into the second.
Wait, double pistol winners, right? Because they did the rifles.
Back there.
Damn, it's 9-4 and they double pistol winners.
Starting point of the pistol rounds going to T1. This time it's a bit more of a trade.
Oh
T1
boy.
is starting to look not so bad here, all things considered. We do still have Zeta.
Breach has a lot of util to slow this down, and here comes this, and they might not hear it.
Some utility as a sandwich move is going to come in here from behind, but EJ shuts Man down.
Wow, that's huge. I mean, Man had a Spectre that he
picked
the
up big
from
bait, but the door's gonna.
He was able to get that flank.
Oh my
God! Munchkin!
What is happening?
Oh no! Just like that.
Are they going to force?
Yeah, I like the bait over towards A main. They just did not expect it.
That was incredible.
Yeah, Flipscheider has a Phantom. Like, he really needs to lock
So
this
there's
one down
another gun for him to pick up.
Where it has come. I mean, Munchkin just He's on fire today. Nobody's really been able to deal with him on the side of RRQ just yet.
So the spike ticks away. And it's going to be the T1 for the retake. Now already this has gone
Here we go.
For T1.
Let's see. 81 HP goes over towards heaven.
Buys here in the second round from RRQ, and they've dropped it. So this is a train wreck. But if Flip can clutch this, maybe. He takes one, but it's Munchkin.
Well, he knows where he is. Let's see if this works out as we do have the turret down. Munchkin,
he goes halfway.
He's going to hold half.
Right now.
Strider waiting, but he gets taken out!
Damn, dude. Insane round from them. Everyone played this really well, especially in the 3-on-3, the stun, and just the pure delay on this.
That's what he's doing.
Oh, no.
And then Munchkin's decision making was really good. A lot of times you would expect him to double swing, but the fact that he kind of just waits for his teammate to die,
And this was all with the Sheriff.
and then they had no idea
Come on.
because they would expect him to double swing, so they just don't think these A main
And so, with the
is
heavy
very
buys
good timing.
from RRQ,
Nice shots from him.
This is going to be an extremely difficult road to go down.
Yeah. And the whole team is like really gassing him up. They're like, "Oh, you're so cool!" Like, just speaking of me, he's like, "No, like that was nothing, whatever." But actually, Munchkin has been a big reason why T1, I think, are looking so much better today. He has really upped the tempo, and it doesn't stop with round.
Man, he looks unreal at the moment, though.
Quietly, RRQ is going to stay back. Munchkin waiting now up here, ready for the pick. Elmi Moore hasn't committed down here just yet. So far, defense on B has been stellar. And T1's probably not going to be overextending, I would imagine. Beautifully done. Oh my
Damn,
God.
look at them.
Well, they didn't need to, but
Full double dragon on him back there.
oh
Yeah,
no.
they did the.
Oh my God.
They did it all perfectly.
They
They
didn't
look
need
great.
to do this, but they are going to go for the peaks, and actually a lot of damage has been done to a couple of these members, but at the end of the day, it is just X-Pharaoh left alone.
X-Pharaoh just going to be lurking. Again, a disastrous round 2 has led to a almost impossible, round 3. Yep, that's going to be it. A flawless victory.
Everyone survives as well.
The 11th round win on the board, and maybe the 11th hour of this game we're having here.
Let's get back out there.
Yeah, as you said, Tasteless, in terms of economy, losing that second round in the manner that they did.
You want some? You want some hopium? Mate, there's no hopium right now.
Aggressive play through arcade, it doesn't pan out.
There is no hopium.
No fault
They're
of theirs, I would
losing.
say. Just
They were losing. They lost 3 3v5s on Haven.
We've said this many
They're
times
losing
before, but this
ecos.
has to be the round that RRQ get.
Yeah.
From here, you know,
They're
maybe
not
they
winning
can
out
get
aim
something going with
duels.
Crusader's Ultimate, you know, push straight onto A.
Even
get a
their
solid
crunches over
round,
towards
get something going behind them.
bot side
Otherwise,
in a 5v1.
might just end
The
pretty
Parson's
quickly on
getting 2
Fracture.
kills in A main control. Like it can't get much worse. For RRQ, honestly. T1 looking too good. Yeah, mate. I mean that was the big curse, right? I was you know how Plat Chat after watching that one Furia game overreacted. That was me with RRQ. I had my Furia moment.
The truth is, it's 3-3. The spike isn't on site. They have to push through the smoke. Oh my God!
It is clean as ever.
That was so well handled on A.
And Flipstrider, he throws the ult in, but it's onto the site, so it doesn't
Yeah,
actually hit anybody
this
that
is
was
2.
on this.
There was 2
And
pistol rounds in this.
There were 3 members of T1 over there, so they're able to trade out 2. And yes, I mean, Carpe gets hit in the face with a rocket, but he trades out, and then they all just push in through a smoke, right? They're desperate at that point. They don't really have a choice.
Getting enough sunlight for the amount of games I'm watching, mate. I've had years of practice of getting no sunlight. We're fine.
It's wild. I feel like the writing's on the wall. RRQ. I mean, can they have
8 chances.
play where they don't lose a single round from here on out? Oh no!
well.
Oh my God! Carpe nukes him. The end is near. Only Elmi Moore remains. And I think the writing's on the wall, Valdez.
I can see it. It was written.
Damn, this was a fast game. At least that means I can nap faster today, chat. I'll give it that.
Phantom in a Dream, that's 1 kill.
26 HP.
You lot are my sunlight. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, plus the UK dudes, we don't have sunlight here.
No, actually going to push through this. Nobody's peering down this area right now, so he can actually get the spike. Van's going to be ready to receive him.
It's all clouds, no sun.
Obviously, going to the door would make it audible. Well.
Yeah, maybe that sheriff.
Be heard here. 26 health.
Only 30 seconds left here, so he's going to try to come around.
30 seconds left.
It's the slow push through door.
That's
holy hell.
GG. T1
This was so dominant. They won both pistols and they got 4 rounds.
And an extremely dominant fracture.
Yeah, everyone looked great. Munchkin especially looked insane.
Like,
everyone's understanding looks like they've done a good amount of homework in terms of how RRQ like to play. Like it was.
On this map. RRQ, to be honest, I think they are a better team than what they showed tonight. I wanted to see a little bit more on Haven, and especially coming into this second map. I feel like they could have taken more rounds, but they were only able